Let me double check. I don't know why it took so long the last time to like see if we were going live.
I don't know.
Let's see.
It was weird. That did take like a minute or two. Maybe.
Yeah, it took a few minutes. I haven't had it happen like that before. Let me see. YouTube Studio. Live. Cool. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lucky Ocean podcast. Here with Clean. Going to be talking about some Cardano updates, what we're looking at, maybe some DeFi, and Bitcoin going crazy. Anyways, How you doing, Clean?
Oh, feeling very, very well.
Nice.
Kind of. I mean, dude, my bags over the past week have depreciated so much, and it's my fault. Like, there's nothing I can say. I wasn't like, shit just did not work out in my favor.
You weren't fooled. You just made some bad decisions.
Well, yeah. So I got on Ada Shuffle again, and I was up, and so what I would do is I would go to the crash or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I would set it as an auto buy at 100 ADA, but I would stop it at 1.25
every time.
Every time, right?
Okay.
So I was getting pretty decent.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden there was this red wave that came through.
Damn.
And it was like a 1.17, 1.0, right? It wouldn't even start. And so then, and keep in mind, you're thinking 1.25. Well, in order to get my 100 ADA back, right, I have to have four of those in a row.
Right.
Right. So, but if it doesn't hit, I'm missing, that 100 ADA each time.
Yeah, every time you lose, right?
Yep. Every time I lose. And so I lost I think 3 times in a row. So then, I did the absolute dumbest thing, and I'll
just try to go hard and make it all back in one.
Yeah,
right?
I rage bet. Bet is what it is. And so then I put 308 on the line and lost that shit. Because I got greedy. I was at a 1.75, and I was like, okay, if I can make it to 2,
then I got it all back.
To 2, then I'm good. I'll be all good. And at 1.89, and then it was done.
That's brutal, man. That's brutal. Did you have any? Did you have any in the coin itself?
No, whatever it is, the program or whatever knew, hey, this dude's rage betting right now based on what it is.
Do you have any bet coins though?
Bet took a huge dive. No,
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully you at least made it back in the token itself, but
no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. If you look at Nova.
Oh yeah.
So I was in Nova for a bit. So I was listening to when it launched, right? I listened to a space, and they were like, oh, Nova's pumping. This is gonna be great. We're huge into Galactic Cats. They're gonna be great. Blah, 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 blah. And I bought, of course, like an idiot, and lost it. I lost it. Then I minted Galactic Cats, right, for 250 or some odd ADA, right? Okay. 3 Galactic Cats.
So there's what?
240. I'm in it for 240. So it was each? Almost 75 each, right, or whatever.
Okay. Roughly.
And so, minted, and it has been nothing but a shit show since, as far as people in the NFT market, right? It's not going up. The floor is at 55 ADA right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was looking at JPEG Store this morning,
which is a huge bummer for me.
Oh, they're out of the top 10 even.
So right now, I'm thinking about selling those. Selling. I already have 2 of my omens on the market right now, so I'm just going to think about selling and then just starting fresh, right? Take the loss, start fresh.
That's brutal, man. And all this happened in what, a week or two?
Week or two, yeah.
Damn.
So the
Galactic Cats look good too.
Yeah, I've lost thousands of ADA, right? Which is whatever. But I always think about the bull run, right? What an absolute shitty time to lose thousands of ADA.
Yeah, I mean, also though, at least know that you are gambling in what I think is like the right time to gamble. You didn't, come out on top this time, but yeah, I mean, also you truly gambled too. Like, I say it's a good time to gamble like within the Cardano and within crypto space in general, but you truly gambled like in an ADA shuffle. Like you didn't even there was no like betting on the ecosystem. It was literally like a coin flip. So I don't know. I'm not going to kick you while you're down, but that's also why I cannot gamble with those things.
No.
They screw me every time. Like when we were playing, dude, I had a lot of fun and I knew that was going to be a problem. And it legitimately was. Like I wasn't faking like the whole, like, oh, this is a problem. Like I was laughing and having fun. Yeah. But I know my mindset. I easily could have fallen into that trap and I could feel it. And I was like, no, I have to detach myself as fast as possible or I will lose.
Right.
But I mean, these galactic cats could come back, right? And that's the other thing too with putting your money into the ecosystem. Like you might be down, but at least it's still something. But if you lose on a coin flip or in blackjack or whatever, it's just all gone.
That's it.
It's gone. And I know I said I wouldn't talk about Croco or whatever, but I'll talk about it because I lost some money in Croco as well.
No. Let's talk about the biggest fumbled bag of my crypto experience so far, which was FAM token.
Did you just not buy or what was it?
I bought it early,
Okay. Because it's doing well. Like how could you be down on FAM?
So I bought it. I had like a couple billion saved up. I think like 4 billion at one point.
Okay.
Which if you look at it, flip those little things right there on the Dex Hunter and type in, let me see. Hold on. I'll get you the actual accurate. Okay, 4.12 billion coins.
4.12 billion. That's right there.
Okay.
So 8,350 ADA?
Yeah, and I bought that with like 600 ADA, 700 ADA.
Sounds like a good play so far.
But yeah, I'm out of it, obviously.
But you sold out?
Yeah.
And you sold out for a loss?
I sold out for I sold out for like only like a 100 ADA loss, right? So that first peak.
What, back here?
No. Go over after the huge run.
This one, one of these.
So yeah, if you go down further, right before that, that's kind of where I sold
in this area.
There. Yep.
Because
it was just such a dramatic, bro. Everybody was just like done.
Well, see, this was what I was going to talk about with even going back to like this horrible meme coin Croco, and maybe it turns into something. I don't know. There's been some buying since I got out literally like 30 minutes ago because I saw a little run up and I dumped. Right.
Buying. Yeah.
Yeah. But, if you would have bought it on like the first day or the first few hours on the run up, I mean, there was so much money. Even like buying this dip right here, I could have sold right here for a 700 ADA gain and I just continued to hold. So like there's definitely potential in all of these things. It's just a matter of timing. And if you're going to get into something that's brand new and speculative, I mean, just get out. Like if you see a big run up, just get the hell out. Who cares if you miss another 2x? Like I ended up taking a fucking loss when I was up 700 ADA. That freaking hurts, dude.
Yeah. And I will say this, like go in, and this is the one thing I have learned like pretty well. Don't blow your freaking wad all at once.
That was the other thing I did too. I just kept buying every dip. I was like 100, and then I would be down even more. I'd be like, you know what, 200. You know what, 300.
Fine. You were rage betting at that point.
A little bit, yeah.
But like, what I'm saying is like, so on any one of these memes, I'll give myself 2,000 ADA, right, to play with. Now I played with 1,500 ADA on this thing, and I got back like maybe 600. You know what I mean?
Did you get out of Croco or are you still holding?
No, definitely not holding.
Okay.
And so, yeah, and I sold like a little while ago. It was not great, but so I'll give myself 1,500. The last thing you want to do is say, okay, I'm putting in 1,500 right now.
Yeah.
Because then you're completely strapped to that 1,500 or whatever. So people who might be thinking, and a lot of people already know this, but this is just to make sure if anybody's thinking about doing something like this, go in with a first initial buy, but don't make it your entire like bag. You know what I mean? Like get in slowly if you can. Like do maybe 300. Get that first initial.
Well, I would say also to look at the price. So like if you go and look at Croco, there's only 2,000 total ADA put into this. So if you put in 200 ADA, you're raising the price by like 10%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So pay attention to that. If you're going to do that, people could easily dump on you, and now you're going to be down a bit. But yeah, absolutely. Buy 100, buy 100, buy 100, whatever your strategy is. But yeah, if you blow your load all at once and then you get dumped on, now you're just, I mean, you don't have anything left to buy the dip, right?
Bro, you're holding. You can't buy that dip. You can't do anything.
It's
because if you get enough ADA, like if I did 2,000 ADA right now, that would double the price.
Right.
Right.
And you would definitely get dumped on.
And I would just get shit on all over the place. Right. So that's the perspective you have to think is like, okay, if I dump in 2,000 ADA right now, I'm going to lose. I can't just dump in 2,000 ADA. What's up, Gio?
Greetings from NFT couples. Happy Valentine's Day. Yo, what's going on, man? Appreciate y'all.
NFT couples. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did a whitelist for them a while back.
Oh, nice.
There's some cool dudes. They didn't have a whole lot of hype to them, but they're good.
Did they have is that the new one I'm seeing? It's a boy and girl right in front of the computer, and she's like kind of straddling them or whatever.
I believe so. Let me see.
Okay.
NFT couples, because I think they minted a few days ago.
Yeah, it was new. It's new.
Yeah.
I saw it on the timeline. So you guys doing all right?
It looks like there's 105, no sales, but they're still minting. Okay. So this is the global whitelist, and then they'll have the other one.
Nice.
Kind of expensive for not a whole lot of hype, but I wish you guys the best.
So yeah, I can't I would have to go in with like 4,000
sharing the screen, my bad.
Right? I would have to go in with like 4,000 ADA, 5,000 ADA.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say too, like, there's so many things. Like, I was frustrated too because me and you were talking about it. We were getting into Croco at first, and then the next day it's like, hey, are you getting Scary Terry's? And I'm just like, dude, son of a bitch. Like, I just put in so much money into this coin yesterday, and you're telling me there's already a new thing and that we should be dumping this and just take a loss and get into this. And I was just like, bro, like, goddamn.
I don't know about taking a loss. Like, you could always hold.
I could have, but like, I was down a lot. And,
I get it.
And also when you go over to, I'm on Tipsy Turtles right now, because I'm going to talk about them in a second.
Oh yeah, Tipsy Turtles.
But if you go over to like Croco's, thing, it's like, bro, they're not talking. They have like one tweet a day. It's like, that's not going to get anybody excited. And it's a retweet from somebody else. Like, bro, get the hell out of here. Right.
Dude who's trying to pump his own bags.
Yeah. Actually, though, I did want to see, because Tipsy Turtles has some pretty good growth. They have 1,350 for followers right now, 1,350 followers. And just a little recap, they're going to be doing powered by Trip Hut. So it's going to be, you own the NFT, and then maybe it's like a raffle, depending on how many you own, you get a certain amount of entries or something. And if you win, you either get a big discount or maybe even a free travel destination for, I don't know, whatever day that you guys kind of coordinated. So that's going to be pretty cool.
I could actually use one of those, to be honest.
We could all use a vacation, man. I know that for sure.
I'm going to New York at the end of March to make pizzas, so that's fine. I did like their last episode, which was
with
Fud Buddies. Yeah, they were with Fud Buddies or whatever.
We can show them. I want to see what everybody else thinks about.
What did you think about the last 2 episodes? I loved it.
A message from our sponsors.
And then I don't know what the ending is. I wanted to ask them, but I don't know. It's like a tap tools and it says when friends, but they're already like friends with friend. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
like,
wonder when they're gonna do Friend.
yeah.
I bet.
Maybe that's the joke. Like they're gonna do a friend episode.
Yeah.
Whoops. But I've been talking with them. They have a cool announcement. I don't know if I can say it, so I'm not gonna say it. Just because when I asked like what they were talking about, they were like, "Oh, we have a big announcement coming. I want to say like the 17th/18th." And they said, "Oh wait, I can't say it." So, anyways, just look out for like a big announcement in the next 3 or 4 days.
Excellent. Yeah,
But,
when we had them on the show,
might have to do with their mint.
not
I'll just say
not
that.
the last time, but the time before, right? Because I missed the last one due to work. Sorry about that.
All good, man.
But yeah, like the guy seemed like pretty genuine, pretty nice. Like I liked talking to him or whatever. I've been in the Discord chatting a little bit, and so
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting, like kind of what they're doing. I haven't. It's not something I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to, like you said, degen shit, which is like going from one spot to the next. From like Croco to Scary Terry's and shit like that. And
It's
so
fun. It is fun. It just sucks when you lose, man. It really sucks.
But like honestly, after all this shit, I could use a vacation, especially like now, because like I'm thousands ADAs down, and like it's so bad, dude.
A little mental reset to stop you from trying to be in that mentality of make it back mode.
Right. Because now it's like, well, I started it. I gave myself my wallet with just money to play with, and it started at like 1,600, right? And like everything was going really, really good. And I was up to like 43, 44. And it's just been crashing. And so I'm now again at like 1,600 in my wallet. And so it's like I'm starting fresh again.
It is definitely frustrating. And I was having that feeling this morning with Croco too, being so far down, because I woke up, I checked my phone, and I was like, what do you mean? It like, when you look at the zeros, it had another zero in the front and
Right.
you want to see them in the back.
Right.
So I was
Right.
like, dang it. Like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And, I was down like 550 ADA, and it took me like a week or two to make that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
dang, am I really going to reset myself 2 to 3 weeks? I'm like one bad play. Like that's so not good. But if you do, like, you just have to mentally reset. I think that's all it is. I have to find other addictions to replace the negative addiction. So like if I'm anger or frustrating trading, whatever it is, revenge trading,
Yeah.
and I'll go find a video game and I'll go play a video game, and it might waste the entire day. And that is a very unproductive day for me. But
at least you weren't rage.
Right. At least I didn't
motivating.
lose money. And now the next day I can kind of come fresh and be like, okay, like yesterday was a nothing day, as opposed to like yesterday I lost more money, and then the day before I lost more money. It spirals, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I do. I try to find something that I have fun with and just like throw a day away and just mentally
Gotcha.
reset.
Oh no, I totally get it. I think again, this is where a vacation would come in. It's kind of like holy shit. So I'm looking at Tipsy Turtles, and I'm like, is it something that I would be into normally? Probably not. But now the way things have been going, like I'm definitely in the market for a vacation or trying to get some sort of discount to go almost anywhere. Like when you get to a point, like I'm almost 40, right? And this is generally the time in your life when you're most set up to where you can like do kind of like whatever you want between 40 and 60. And so we get there a little early just because I don't spend no money, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's it.
well, you made some really smart plays too, some really smart decisions earlier in your life.
Yeah, correct. And so I never spent money. So now I'm kind of at the point where it's like, if I wanted to do something dumb, like buy a new car, I could buy a new car. I could go on vacation. So why not start doing those things? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you want to do them too before you're too old, and you got to get a cane and you're walking and you're like, oh, my back, all that crap.
I feel like everybody should go to New York at least once, though.
I've been in New York as a kid, but never as an adult to fully appreciate it. Because as a kid, dude, it was so overwhelming just to like look around, and there's like giant buildings everywhere, and there's people everywhere, and like as a short little kid, you just can't see anything. Everybody's all the buildings are taller than you, so you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're just like lost in like overwhelming everything.
It's kind of crazy because like, well, I'm going there, and if I could, I would spend like a couple weeks there, because that way I could go to like all the boroughs and like visit everything, because there's so much stuff there that you can see, that you can visit, and spend time doing. But it's like I only have like 4 or 5 days, so I'm just doing
Yeah.
that.
You just
So
got
they have an announcement.
Yeah, they
Tipsy
do.
Turtles
They have an
announcement?
announcement in 3 to 4 days. It'll probably be on both Twitter and Discord. And also they are, because they asked me, and I really like this too. They always ask me like, what did you think of last episode? Like, what could we do better? What do you think like we could improve on? And I really like those types of things. And I mean, I spiral, I'll send you paragraph after paragraph just with ideas, because I love to see projects I want to build, especially with super creative ideas like this.
Right.
And I think like at their peak, what they could develop is something like Toonami. And this is how I explained it to them. If you remember Toonami, they came in after like Adult Swim, or maybe before Adult Swim, real late at night on like
Right.
Nickelodeon channel. And they showed anime shows from, Japan or China,
Right.
or wherever it was, because America really didn't have anime shows. But what they did on top of that is they had a storyline for the announcer before he even announced the show that you were going to watch. So they had their own storyline. And I think this is what Tipsy Turtles could do, is they could create their own lore and their own storyline behind the little mini snippets. So there could be like a real story, and then like a little short story, and then a real story that builds off the other real story, and then a little short story. And they could kind of do that type of format with just an extra like minute to 2 minute segment, which right now they're doing like 15 to maybe 10-second snippets, which I know take a lot of time to animate and such.
Right.
But where they would really peak is like 1 minute to 3 minute long content, I think, just a little bit longer, and develop some sort of storyline that keeps you coming back for more. Like, how is this going to build off of yesterday? Or, what does Samantha think of what he said yesterday? Because I know they're going to meet today. Like something that keeps you engaged. And they said that they're going to do that. They just, they're still building, but that's definitely in the plan. So I'm excited to see something like that.
Yeah. And they seem like wholesome dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They do.
Not the type that's going to shit on your wallet, and like they're trying out there, right? Which I can always applaud trying, you know what I mean? And like building and other things like that. I feel like it's coming from a genuine place. And so, yeah, I'm interested in it. So yeah.
Have you seen the tailor shop from the Ape Society as well?
So briefly, you know what I mean? But I was very interested in it because anytime you can customize your NFT, I think is a win. You know what I mean? Because it makes it even more unique. And so, yeah. So this is their music that they play, just like this kind of old school.
Can you hear the music?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Because I have it muted right here. Can you see that? Yeah. All right. Well, I'll unmute it. Oh, it's better muted. Yeah. So this is it. I upgraded, or I migrated my ape today. So when you connect your wallet to the tailor shop, if you haven't migrated it, there'll be like 2 buttons that basically.
So Nick, it's still going on.
The music?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Let me do this. How about now? I just muted like everything on. Oh wait, now I can't hear you, can I? All right. Yeah.
No, it's still going on.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Interesting. Every time I want the music to play, it doesn't. But
yeah.
Does this turn it off?
Yeah, it's off.
Oh, okay, cool. I wish it would like toggle down there and tell me that's off. But anyways.
So when you wormholed it, how much ADA was it first and foremost?
It was 8 to 9 ADA. I can check my wallet for the exact price. But it was cheap. I thought it would be a little bit more. So let me see.
Wait, so that's your guy? You're part of the Dagger? You have a Dagger?
Yeah, I got a Dagger.
That's like a huge deal. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
It is.
Because I've been trying to sell him on the aftermarket like secondary market when the prices were crashing like weeks ago, and nobody would buy the dagger. I had them a little bit higher priced, so like maybe, but I figured, I don't know, somebody would have wanted it. I can't see what I spent. Is this? Oh, because I'm on the wrong wallet. That's right. All right, so I spent 8.4
Okay.
to migrate him.
So
not
any
bad.
apes that haven't done this or whatever, and you want to know, quick TLDR, it's 8 ADA to migrate it to a SIP 68
Yep.
from 25. So yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, we can go check out the let's see, JPEG store and see the difference.
Because there's a big difference between the regular Ape Society and the 25. I think the 25 is higher, correct?
It is. And I'm not sure why or if that really matters, because if you want an ape, you'd probably just buy the cheaper one. Also, you're not going to have your roles anymore. So if you want to have a role in the ape Discord, which gives you benefits to, I don't know if they do like whitelist or whatever. But if you have a role and you want to keep your role, you have to migrate, and that expires today.
There's also staking rewards. Okay. So if you don't migrate, you don't get the staking rewards. Now there's going to be people that are just going to be hard and stubborn and not go because they don't give a shit. They're just like, I don't care. I'm not moving it.
True, but what they did really cool with this is that when you migrate, you keep the same exact art. If you want to change your art, then you can. That's completely separately, and you still do that inside of this tailor shop.
Now, can you change it back though?
So I'm assuming you can. You would just have to maybe remember your traits, or maybe it keeps it in the metadata somewhere.
Maybe.
But you can click here, and it'll show you what it'll look like, which is pretty cool too. So you can see it all.
I don't like that one. All right,
no,
go back to the shirts. Come on now, let's construct this thing.
Well, I was just going to go to the other sections, but that's interesting. No traits available. So I can only do, what is this, account? Or, accessory. Okay, so you can add a dagger, or, I can just change the shape of the dagger. That's actually really cool. I liked the microphone. I really like the microphone.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
And you can
go back to the shirts. Change the shirt. I do not like that shirt.
I'll change it. So you can see this is the original. That's why it costs 0 tickets. And then these are the extras. So this would cost 3 tickets. This would cost 1 ticket. And the microphone, of course, would cost 5 because that's what I want. But yeah, and it'll show you too. So like if I click this, it adds the tickets to my total down here.
Which is cool.
I do think that's pretty cool, yeah. And then the background, let's see. What's this one? These are actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like these. We'll change it back to the original I got.
Go to the white one?
The white one does look pretty good. I checked this out earlier. I'm kind of a fan of the white one.
Yeah, I kind of like the white one as well.
That one's not bad. That
one's not bad.
He's a priest, maybe I could see this. Is it just me, or does he look like a priest?
Yeah. It kind of looks really religious-y sort of deal. I like the white one with the mic.
And I don't know, maybe it's because I don't have eye traits, head traits, or ear traits, so that's why I can't do anything. So, okay, so this is all making more sense now. I thought that you could give it kind of whatever trait. It turns out you can only change the existing trait that you have, which I also actually really like. Because it would kind of suck, right? Like if anybody could get a dagger, like then they wouldn't be special.
Change to the mic.
Oh, nice. I am a fan of the mic. This dagger stands out a little bit more though.
Yeah, that dagger's pretty cool.
With the black one. That black one looks really cool too, but it just kind of makes the rest of the picture look really dark.
Yeah.
Now it's cool though. So 16 tickets, and then you could buy tickets up here. How much would 16 be? So you could add these together. So like about 5,000 tickets, and then let's go check out society price. How much would 16 tickets be? So it'd be what I say, 5,000, like 450. Is that right? Yeah.
Wait, 450 ADA?
It'd be like 450 ADA to create this exact ape.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit much. That's true. I don't know either yet because we haven't seen it. Like, how many people are going to want this ape because he has the microphone and the jacket as opposed to somebody who's just going to get like a regular dagger? I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that does seem
You
like a
asked me
bit
to send
much.
450 ADA on a upgrade? No, thank you. I'll pass.
On a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday, nonetheless? In a bear
Hell
market,
no.
nonetheless?
I'd call it an almost bull market. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost a bull market.
Let's go.
Bitcoin at
Actually,
51. I mean, that's
yeah, I was going to
bullish, bro.
say, let's check out Bitcoin, bro. I
We're
know
like,
I'm
it
gonna,
peaked out what last year at like 64, 65?
last year?
Yeah.
Or like 3 years ago?
Or I'm sorry, Jesus Christ.
Like 2 to
Yeah.
3 years ago?
Yeah, top of the bull was like 64.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. 65 and a half.
So we're only 13K away. That's really not that
bad.
far.
I mean, what's going to start happening too is everybody loves this word because it always happens in extreme bull markets, but short squeezes, my man. If this keeps going up and more people get squeezed out, I mean, new highs incoming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at it right now. That's going off.
It is.
It
I was
is
pretty
going
nervous too. I
off.
thought for sure we would hit 50K and we would fall down for like a week or two, and then we'd go back up and kind of have like another shakeout period because it just seems to happen. But man, we're having a lot of volume come in from these ETFs, man. I think they said so much volume's coming in that it's eating up the total supply of total amount of Bitcoin created daily through mining, just through BlackRock and Fidelity's ETF. Just through those two ETFs, it's eating up the incoming volume of Bitcoin, which is crazy. Which means at some point there should be a little bit of a supply shock.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you thinking? Are you holding any Bitcoin? Do you hold just other assets?
No, I hold some Bitcoin. That's
Nice.
it's like a quarter.
Okay.
I guess you would say.
Of your holdings?
Yeah. So I have my ADA like
good.
safe wallet, which is like I haven't touched it since I got it. I mean, I had my initial first, like I took a money out from my 401k and put it into ADA, and I told myself I would never touch that wallet, and I haven't. And that was back in like 2019.
I was half expecting you to be like, and then I bet it all.
No, I did not bet at all. That's the one thing I am generally like with my fuck around money, I have no constraint, right? You know what I'm saying? But with this stuff, like I treat it seriously, so I don't touch it. I haven't touched it since I started.
That's
but
smart.
I was doing it was crazy. I was doing like 10,000 ADA buys and stuff like that. And I was just like, this is nuts. This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is nuts. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was going up to my friends and I was like, dude, you guys got to get in. And this is when ADA was like 16 to like 33 cents.
Let's go check out the price of ADA.
Right now, 57 cents.
I'm going to check it out anyways. Let's see. Oh, this is market cap. Whoops. ADA USD. 57. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Man, it's always crazy to see though, because Bitcoin is at its yearly high, and
yeah,
Cardano is not, and neither are a lot of other altcoins.
That's what happens. I mean, dude, at least it's not 100% sideways action. Like See, it's like pretty solid movement. There for like 10 months, 9-10 months between, well, okay, so that's a lie, not 9-10 months. It was probably 7 or 8, right? Between February and August of like 2020. It was straight sideways action.
Oh, you're talking about the tippity top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there was like sideways action for like 10 months.
Yeah.
8 or 9 months or whatever. And it was so boring. It was stuck at like $1.24 for like the longest time. It was like the biggest joke. It was like, oh, it's
Oh,
going up
right
to
here.
$1.28 and then back down to $1.24. Like it just could not break this $1.24. But boy, once it did, oh, it went nuts. And it was great, you know? And so I want to ride that again. If I could, you know, I always think like, well, what if I cashed out my original wallet, my OG wallet, you know, and at the tippy top this time?
Well, it's going to be impossible to know the exact top, which is why it's so hard. Because I think more likely it's going to be, I don't know, let's say like $6 to $11 is the all-time top for Cardano.
Yeah.
And I think that literally is like the range. Like for this cycle, I think it is between like 6 and 11, which is almost a double from 6 to 11 or whatever. We'll say 6 to 12. Like that's literally double the price.
Right.
And if you sell at 6 from, you know, all the way at 25 or whatever, great. You just what 13 or 12x or whatever, or no, way more than that. It'd be 36x or 24x.
If we could 10x from here, I would be very pleased.
What, 6x you said?
I said if we could 10x from here, I would be extremely pleased.
I think so. Like my price target is 5. I think sometimes it goes in 3s, so it could be 6 or 9, and that's why I say even maybe sometimes 12 if we get some sort of blow off top and 8 actually fixes some speed issues and some other things happen. Then like maybe we do get some crazy movement. But I think you gotta sell some at some point, and then if it goes higher, just sell some more, and just always have some that you're holding because you're never gonna pick the top.
And well, and what I'm doing this time is I'll rotate into NFTs once NFTs pop again. But then once that's done, I'm done with my public wallet and I'm cashing out.
Like done forever?
No. Not done forever. I don't have any XRP NFTs.
Hyper potential in them. I mean,
I think they're starting off. I think we talked about this.
We were looking for XRP NFTs. We did.
We looked and it was just kind of like, what's crazy is, and what I don't understand is like, Avalanche NFTs are fucking insane. Like they have huge volume. Same with ETH, same with Solana, same with everybody else. It's just even XRP, like their marketplace, right?
So they have X-Punks and Bored Ape XRP Club. Like
let's see that little collection there.
Everybody always copies a Bored Ape, man. Everybody. No NFTs were found. What
the heck?
All? I can't. No, don't go pro.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
30 days? What is this? Just volume or what?
What is this?
NFT sales? Have there been 0? I don't know. I guess this is fake because it's not coming up with anything.
Yeah.
Let's see X-Punks. What is happening?
I don't think they're...
Let me check another website.
Yeah, their marketplace is not like ours, I would say.
I don't know if that's the legit one. Here's something. X Pepe. Man, Pepe is everywhere.
Yeah. It's definitely a lifestyle.
And then what is this? Why is it 650 and then 4040, 589? Are these not in order?
Is this just like a base layout? Did JPG set this up?
Taking shots early on, huh?
No, but is this? I mean, look at it.
Dude, I don't.
It's the same damn thing,
Is there like a lower, a higher?
bro. It's the same website.
Oh, here it
Tell
is.
me it's
Price
not.
ascending. Yeah, give me the cheapest. No, that's not ascending, is it?
Ascending means going up.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do descending. Why are they still at the... Bro, how does this work? Okay. No XRP? What? You see that, right?
Kind of.
Price, and then in parentheses, it says no XRP.
Make it your full screen or whatever. Take away my hideous face.
Okay. Full screen. So where that's selected, where it says price, that says no XRP.
Yes.
I'm not sure why.
I don't know what that means.
But anyways, I mean, here's their NFTs. This looks...
Well, that's just one.
Here's
all right?
some. Yeah.
I wonder
I
what
don't
their
know.
point is.
I wouldn't be buying any, but that's just because I don't know anything. If I was in the ecosystem, maybe one of these would actually be worth it. Here's their Bored Apes.
Maybe you can't be like, I don't know. Can't be like Bored Apes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna buy a collection that's been copied a billion different times in every different chain.
Right.
Not me. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I have been trying to look into a bunch of different ecosystems. So like maybe if Tia gets NFTs, like I want to be early again to something like Cardano and just kind of play the run-ups in all these different chains. I think that might be the move.
Well, yeah, because the thing is like, well, so when this bull run starts or whatever, there's some like microcap coin that's out right now. That's just going to skyrocket.
Yep. I mean, I think Optos might do pretty well too.
You think Aptos? Do you still have NFTs on Aptos?
I have my one.
Have you checked it lately? Can we check it?
I haven't. We can. So Optos right now is doing the same thing as ADA, really. Like,
right.
Coiling up and just kind of
consolidation right there. Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll show you. So their marketplace that I use is Topaz. I think they have another one though. But so these are their monkeys. I have one of these. They were priced at like 75 or 78 Optos just like 2 weeks ago. And I thought about taking it and I didn't do it. And I could have rebought back in 2 monkeys and still profited. Oh, well.
Oh, well. That happens.
We'll see. We'll see. It's the only thing that I hold that's attached to Optos. So if the chain goes crazy, that's like my way of kind of staying in the chain.
Yeah.
Not sure if it'll actually pay out, but
we were so down bad in Cardano at this point.
I know. Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, because that was why I went to Optos, because Cardano just wasn't cutting it. We had Block calling out different stuff too, and he was going on Polygon, and so I was like, shoot, if Block's going to Polygon, let's go to Polygon, maybe, like if that's where all the hype's gonna go. And then there was Normies and some of the other ones on Polygon that did pretty well for a little bit. The Alpha. It was crazy times, man. Hopefully we can see some Cardano hype come back. I don't know if this new ape trait is going to do it, but we need something, man. No. We need something. And then recently too, we had, was it like 2 weeks ago, Nami wallet went down or like had an error with one of its updates, so it wouldn't show up on JPEG store.
Well, so I mean, you know what happened with Nami, right?
Not exactly.
So IOHK bought out Nami.
Oh, okay. Was this recent?
What?
When did this happen?
This was like a month or two ago.
Okay.
And so, pretty much Barry, right? He's out.
So no more development on Cardano, or just not on the wallet?
Not on Nami and not on Cardano, really. So I mean,
you think it's kind of a good thing, like not that he's leaving, but the fact that we have IOHK stepping in, trying to own the wallet. I would imagine they would be able to develop something a little more robust.
No, they're just sunsetting it.
Why?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
It's IOHK, and they're fucking up everything.
Dude, we need speed upgrades ASAP. That's all I'm going to say. I think if we could fix speed, there's nothing that people could crap on Cardano for. Like, oh, the network that's never gone down once for no reason ever.
Right, which
Like,
Solana was
and
down.
our speed is now fine. I mean, and our gas fees are abysmal in comparison to ETH. Not perfect, though. I'll say Polygon, Optos, and what was the other one I was using recently? Maybe Tia?
Polygon's so
Well,
freaking
Polygon
good.
was Solana, duh.
Solana's really
fees are
freaking good
like
too.
0, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we love to do fuck Solana, love Cardano, but I mean, hey, where they're doing it right, they're doing it right.
I'll tell you this. Shout out to the Jupiter airdrop that happened.
Oh yeah.
Like I had bro, I had Utes, you know what I'm saying? And so I had so many transactions on Magic Eden because I was like staking my Utes as well as like I bought them off Magic Eden and I ended up trading like 2 of them off of there, right? And then I ended up trading all 5 of them off of there. But then I got my Jupiter allocation from my Phantom wallet for all of this stuff, and that made me money. Like that was okay. Still upset with Utes. Still upset with, you know,
Are you still overall down on Utes
D-Labs and stuff.
even after a little bit of profit?
I mean, kind of, because it's like they're still not doing anything, you know?
Well, I think what really sucks too is you always have that like grass is greener on the other side. And I mean, we saw it too. I went to Polygon, I went to Optos, I went to Solana. I tried all these different grass is greener areas. And then, but for a project to build on Solana and then be like, no, actually, this isn't good enough. We're going to go to ETH. And then, have Solana kind of become like the it thing again and ETH kind of fading away. It's just like, now what are you going to do? Do you
Well, no,
believe the
not
grass
even
is
that. You had one project on ETH and then another one on Polygon. I didn't like, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't like Polygon at all. Their NFTs, whack. Everything about it was bad. Like it just was. It was just
the
bad.
technology though is what like drove people there. You can't make people make good NFT collections, but if the technology is still good, then I'd say it's still a good ecosystem. It just has
Right.
shit
Of
NFTs, right?
course, but your NFT experience, dude, you think Cardano NFTs are bad? Jesus Christ, you have no idea. That was terrible, dude.
We
I
had
got
some
to know,
really
like,
good mints on Polygon though. Like the first week or two that it was out, there was normies, there was alpha, and then there was like 2 others that did like really well. And then
right,
after that, it's just been dead.
right. Normies did okay. Like, but everybody in that community was selling them for pennies, bro. Like, you think we have some like paper handed bitches over here? You've not, dude. Polygon's worse.
Well, it was a new ecosystem during a bear market, and also a lot of people from Cardano at that time, thanks to Block is Hot and maybe a little bit of myself, went over to mint normies. So we did have a lot of paper handers kind of following us around. So
Right.
I'm not sure how much of it is like just Polygon and just like the bear market. It's kind of tough to say.
Dude, but the way Alpha did, and they had their little hell, I don't know, falcons or some shit, whatever it was, galactic birds. Dude, the owner of that, who owned the project, just keeps minting and minting and minting and minting projects
From the same umbrella or just different projects?
from the same umbrella.
So like that is just going to kill everything underneath that umbrella.
Right.
And
And
I don't
so
understand, how do they keep selling out?
because Alpha went from like 50 Matic to 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like insane floor price. They were outselling Utes at that point.
So people will just mint because the parent collection is high.
Right. And they were thinking, oh, we're gonna ball out. This is gonna be good. And it turned like it was just he keeps minting shit and he keeps taking money and keeps taking money and keeps taking money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
I
like,
do, man. It sounds a little bit like cornucopias, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Only
yeah,
I do get, yeah, I get why cornucopias is doing it. But still, as an investor, it feels like just take. I mean,
yeah,
regardless of what they're using it for as an investor, that's all it feels like.
yeah.
It's brutal.
I wholeheartedly agree. It's kind of like do something with what you got. I mean, I don't have all the answers, right? But I mean, do something with what you got already, you know.
And I mean, they've talked about it too. And they're like, well, we could develop what we're going to develop with the same amount of people. It's just going to take us forever. So if we get more money, then we can develop it quicker, which I get that. And I like that they're being transparent about that. But even still, like, you know, I could go play a brand new game and be a part of the social world, right? Like when Pokemon Go came out, right? It was free. You could play for free and be a part of the entire social experiment that was Pokemon Go with the rest of everybody. Like it's
Right.
fun participating with the rest of the world. And same thing like recently when Pal World came out, right? And it reminded me a little bit of Fortnite, because when Fortnite came out, that was like the big thing that kind of like drew in a bunch of people that everybody kind of came together with. But with something like cornucopias, you have to not only like buy in, and then you have to lose money because people aren't buying those NFTs, and then hold that money for years and years and years. And then even at that point, it might not blow up and it might not even become a big social thing that you can have fun
Right.
and hang out with your friends in. It's like a guess and a gamble with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not even to like shit on cornucopias, because I hold their stuff and I hold their tokens and I like the team. It's just it still feels crappy.
Right. Because it's just it's a never ending money pit, and you're like, okay, when is this going to pay off? When am I going to see like proof of life? And they do have live streams. What's up, Andrew?
Yo, what's going on, man?
They do have proof of life and they do have live streams, but it's kind of like, I want that shit in my hands. Like, bro, let's do some racing or whatever.
Yeah.
And fucking Trump trading cards.
Man, I think about that too, man. Trump, didn't he launch like 2 or 3 different collections?
He did, yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy though? Like, why? Like, you have so much money. You need NFT money too?
Well, so I mean, yeah, it probably goes towards campaign funds and shit.
I'm sure it does, but you don't need it. Like, I'm sure you'll want it.
I don't
know. You can
campaigns
easily
are
get it.
Expensive, bro. Campaigns are expensive, and I'm not saying this is happening. This is not me trying to make a political stance. Like, whatever. If you think I'm trying to do that, like, you got the wrong idea. But like, if he's not taking a lot of money from donors, and he has to pay for that himself, why not? I mean, if you can sell an NFT collection, right, to where if you hold like 10 of them, you get a meet and greet at a specific location with him, then that's cool. Like,
how does that actually line up there? Like, has somebody actually met with him? Like, do they actually work? How much in advance? You know what I mean? Like, can I just meet with you in the middle of your election and just be like, hey man?
Well, I'm sure no, because he has the town hall meetings, I'm sure. And they're
okay. So like
they're
set
usually
times.
Span across the country. So I mean, if you're willing to pay like thousands of dollars on an NFT to meet him, I'm sure you'd pay like gas money to go to one of his town halls to be like, hey, at this particular place, like wherever you're at, like this is where we can meet or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I know, man. A lot of people are really against Trump and have their own like opinions, but it's just, man, if he's gonna, make that country great again, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, he might not. Who knows? We'll have to see. Trump is more broke than you think. No longer on Forbes list, I believe. I mean,
that's fair. I mean,
yeah,
his
that's
stuff
fine.
isn't liquid, right? He just owns properties, and
I would think too, though. Like at some point, what you just want to be like a 99-year-old man walking around with $2 trillion or whatever.
There's the Hellcats. Look at the Hellcats. I really wanted one of these at one point.
Hellcat. Where are these?
No, right up there. See him? Third. Yep, right there. I really wanted one of these. I like the way they looked. It's like a PFP. I don't know why.
What is this? Trouble is brewing. It's like a 101.
No, I don't know.
Unrevealed. Yeah. Troublemaker. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's so hard. I look at so many projects and I'm just like, art is art is art is and then randomly, you know, some of them pump to like $100 or $300 or whatever, and it's just, I just don't get it. I don't understand the NFT hype, or maybe it's just Cardano
I'm trying to
because
sell these galactic cats, bro.
for a loss.
I don't know, man.
So 75 ADA is what they were. Now they're at 55, so they're down like what, 25%? Or less than that. They're down like 15%.
Close, yeah. But the royalties are at like 6%, which is not bad per se.
So you're gonna lose a little bit more, so making it like 20%. I mean, it's not a bad loss.
Plus, well, I got these basic bitch ones too. It's like,
check out Galactic Cats. You're really just looking for the floor to go up then, if that's the case.
I am, but dude, my fucking Galactic Cats are looking crummy right now. I'm gonna take a snippet and I'm gonna DM it to you. Okay.
You're gonna show me the ones you got?
No, I'll show you what I got. Basic bitch. I got a fucking I got a oh my god. I have a like a McDonald's worker one. And I'm like, dude, maybe I should work at Mickey D's.
I actually want to know what the stream thinks of this. So I was talking with Greed and we were talking about collections.
Is Greed back on?
I talked to him on Discord. I don't know if he's on Twitter or whatever.
Okay.
But we were talking and he was like, you know what I don't like? I don't like those collections that have negative traits, like sad eyes or like broke boy or like disheveled like shirts or whatever. He's like, I want every trait to be like a positive trait or a trait that somebody would enjoy having, because then you're just always going to have really shitty floors. Right. So like, what is everybody's opinion about that? Like, do you care? Obviously, if it's like the Ape Society or somebody really big or Clay Nation, you might not actually care. You just want to buy a floor because the project is a popular project. But, you know, take that out of the equation. Like, would you much rather have all traits be cool traits that you would enjoy? Or do you like that some people kind of get shafted?
No, I like, well, okay. So can I answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I want traits to be positive traits. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's specific to a collection. Those are mine. So the one has a graduate with a pipe and a backpack. So that one actually makes sense, right?
Okay.
And
this is the drug dealer in the middle.
That's the drug dealer for sure.
You know, and this is a guy who's like mostly clean, you know, but he works at, you know, Garfield Donald's or whatever.
Galactic Donald's.
Yeah, something like that. And, you know, he's going to go through his drug phase through this guy. And then at the end of it, he's going to quit drugs, but he's still going to be a little hard. And he's got that little mean mug on. That's when he graduates.
Man, I'm better than this.
Yeah. So this is like his natural progression.
So like, unless it's like, okay, so if I open up a, like an NFT collection and it's called Sad Boy Inc., then you're allowed to have sad like traits or like whatever.
Sure.
But for me, like, yeah, I just want to see mostly positive, like good traits, you know? Like the biggest thing that happened a couple weeks ago was that Omen took out one of the traits, the snot bubble trait.
Okay.
Which nobody wants a snot bubble. Okay. So instead, they replaced it. They replaced it with the smoke trait coming out of the nose.
Smoker. Special smoke.
No, that's not it.
Smoker.
Nope.
No. Winking and a smoking cigar. Nope.
Sure
Death smoke. That's cool as hell. Poisonous smoke.
Oh, good God. That's not it.
That's really cool too. Okay, so
it was smoke coming out of their nose, right?
Gotcha.
And it used to be a snot bubble.
Man, that might be hard to find. That's a lot of traits.
Yeah. So, and they didn't run like a poll. They didn't run it by everybody in the community or whatever. and they were just like, they changed them on contract, right? The SIP 68, right? And so I guess some of the community was in an uproar, maybe like 2 members that liked the snot bubble one. But they just changed the trait, right? I didn't think it was a big deal. Like I could see how, okay, it's setting a standard, like where somebody in the back end can always just like change traits that you might like just because they freaking want to. Hey, wait, how much is that Halo?
500.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Just give like the Galactic Cats and the Omens. I do too. Snack trait and the hoodies will always be my favorite.
Dude, how
Let's see.
is a Halo with a pimp suit on the floor right now?
Whoops. You and your pimp suits, bro. The skull hoodies. Actually, they have a lot of hoodies.
Yeah, I like the skull hoodies, the black ones. Those ones
are really cool.
tight.
Is that from Fortnite?
Could be. I mean, they had the Skull
like
Trooper.
Skull Trooper, did they?
Oh, go back to the skull hoodie. See the one where the smoke's coming out of the nose on the bottom right?
Okay.
Like those two. So that's what it got changed to. It was originally like a snot bubble.
What's it called? Vape, maybe? Maybe it's called Vape.
I think so, yeah. And so originally it was just like, yeah, a bubble of snot. And it was like gross. So yeah, I think the snot bubble was a negative trait. I feel like the vape, the smoke. Yeah, see? Just give her, dude. You're correct. I hated those snot bubbles, right? I never wanted to buy one. There were some really cool ones. Like if you look at that, they had a skull hoodie with a snot bubble on it. And it was like close to the floor. I wanted to buy that so bad. But the problem is that it had a snot bubble on it.
So what do you think now? Do you think some people stay away from the smoke because they're mad that it used to be a snot bubble? And if the people like the snot bubble now, does it just make those more valuable?
I think people no. So he said, "Oh, you could change it back if you really wanted to." Okay. I don't think anybody's actually wanted to change it back. It's just this one guy on Twitter who was like, "This is setting a standard. Now any owner can just go in and change all the traits if they want to, and this, that, and the other." It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Weren't those things said beforehand though? Like, hey, we have a policy ID and it's not locked. Like, don't you know that going into it?
I would imagine they have to, but yeah, like their policy ID is not locked for the next like 6 years, I think.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of like a common thing. A lot of people are like, hey, you know, it'll be locked after a year. It'll be locked after 2 years, or we're never locking it.
I do like the like white ninja hoodies with the skull thing right there.
Like the little dino thing?
Oh, yeah. But
some people buying up different traits they believe will be changed in the future. The Titan teeth, one of Twitter polls. Most people believe that will be changed next.
Nobody likes Titan teeth. Nobody
likes the Titan teeth. Let me check those out.
It's right there. You're right.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
I thought these ones were okay. I didn't really have a problem with these.
Nobody likes them.
I don't love them. I don't know. I thought it was like kind of cool because nobody really done it before. I mean, it depends on what it'll be changed to. If it could be changed to like, I still like the idea of the mouth though. I don't like the crying. See, these are what we were talking about though. Like no crying, no pouty face. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now imagine that guy with a pouty face and snot bubble.
Yeah.
He ain't selling. Bro, that's
super sad boy. Super sad boy. I don't want to look at that and be reminded.
That's what you should do. You should do Sad Boy Inc., bro.
Sad Boy Inc.
Yeah.
Just all sad trades. Just F on. He's got a report card. He's just holding up just all Fs.
You got the trait, dude. You got it.
That's so sad. It'd be like, what was that collection with the students? It flopped. It was by a YouTuber.
Nerds and Virgins.
Yeah. It'd be something like
Ape
that.
Crypto, dude.
Yeah, Ape Crypto, dude. I hope that dude's doing well. I haven't spoken to him in such a long time.
Dude, shout out to that guy. He's from Australia or some shit.
Yeah. He and the other dude in the basement, Jack Fricks, those were the only two people I could watch when I first started. And they got me into it. Yeah, they got me into
Fricks, bro. Jack Fricks tried to come back
into YouTube.
and tried to sell a book to the ADA community.
What is it about?
No, I've my year off from crypto or whatever.
Uh,
What I learned my year off in crypto, so stupid, dude. Like, why would you even?
I
Try
don't
that?
blame him for trying though. Like he's
Dude.
made a pretty good businessman out of himself.
Hey,
I'll
no
say.
offense to that guy, but fuck that guy.
I'm just talking about a business standpoint. I like how he's turned himself from like this little dude inside of his parents' basement into like somebody that people spend $500 and up to make a YouTube video for. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I've
That's
never personally
great.
gotten spent, paid $500 to make a video. I just got to say that. Yeah, that'd be pretty great.
Oh shit, House of Titans.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you about House of Titans. What do you think is going to happen with them? Because I know you're still a mod, right?
Oh yeah.
So what's going on in the House of Titans?
Okay. Floor price went up.
Yep.
What's the floor price right now?
160.
160. So
Not bad.
It was like a month ago at like 60. So it's gained like 100, right? How many are listed? What's the percentage?
No, that's wallets. 6.3.
6.3. So that's not bad. It went from like 10 to 11% less listed, 100%
Nice.
up in floor price. So that's pretty good. We're doing missions. Okay. I don't know if you've heard about it or seen it or whatever. Do you own any or did you sell?
I still own. Let me see. I don't remember which ones I own, but I own.
Join a house and start doing missions.
I've joined a house. I haven't done any missions though.
Okay. Because you get resources for your house. And then that
Okay.
that makes your house have better standing. So I'm House of Undead, which is like the 6th most popular house, I think. Oh, look at all them Turries.
Oh, I swept. So everybody knows, I swept 5 Terries this morning between like 38, maybe 37 and 40.
What's
in their
the
range.
sourdough pass?
Don't buy this. I bought this like 2 months ago. It turned out to be nothing.
Okay.
Same thing with all of these Gary Ginslers, these SEC passes.
Oh my God.
I bought, dude, they were a free mint or like a 2-8 a mint or something. I bought
Yeah.
like 15 to 20 of them, and they were worth something at one point, and I sold a few, but quickly crashed.
Well, so do missions. It gives your house resources and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. They're releasing strongholds, which is going to be through like Goofy Gophers mining.
Will the strongholds be similar to like the Dirt Birds outposts?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'll stake my House of Titan to that asset.
Yeah, and so the more Titans that you have, the larger your stronghold. And the more Titans you can put inside there, right? And then they have third-party staking, which is pretty cool. So they're partnered up with like Chilled Kongs, a bunch of different projects to introduce like the third-party staking, so you can stake your other like NFTs on there, which is actually pretty freaking sweet. They have a brand new white paper that's out, and if you look at the strongholds, man, they actually look really freaking slick, dude.
Let's see.
It would be on Twitter.
Won't be on Discord.
It'll be on Discord if you're in the Discord as well.
Yeah, I'm on Sneaks. I figured I'd be able to catch a few in there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll start at the top.
The audience can't see them.
Yeah.
What a lovely audience.
Stop screen, present screen, share screen, window, Sneaks. Boom.
And so if you open that up, dude, they actually look really freaking sweet.
Actually, I could have opened this in browser and opened it bigger.
It's okay.
All right. Go back. Go. Share this for now. Go back. Open browser. Share this tab. Cool. We can zoom in. Oh, yeah.
So this is more of like a basic bitch one. The one that I'm probably going to get is like the undead house one. which
So
is
you can choose which one.
no, it's gonna have to be random.
Here,
Like
let me open up another one. But you're gonna buy off the floor, is what you're saying?
I'll mint. So the supply is gonna be 4,999, right?
Here.
Of these NFTs. See, this one looks fucking sweet, dude. I love this one.
This one kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda a little bit, with like the moblins or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Is like one of their huts that they chill in.
Yeah. So supply is 4,999. The price is 350, so it's 350.
I think that
Okay,
was similar
again,
to the Outpost too.
right, and this is all going towards buying mining rigs, just like the first initial fund was to buy mining rigs, right? The updated mining rigs. So they spent, I think, 180,000 on mining rigs, and so now they're spending whatever amount this is, on mining rigs. And so
Okay.
I think they've just been building this entire time, although, and they kind of said it, they had a bunch of FUD and stuff like this, like when it first started, which is whatever, but they just kept their heads down. Like Apex has been keeping his head down, building, talking. He's there literally every single day and answers any questions. And so this one's tight. I like this one
one's
probably
sick.
the most. Yeah. That's probably my favorite one.
This looks a little bit like Batman
Yeah. And like
or like He-Man.
yeah, He-Man with Skeletor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he's just been building, man. And it's going to be on the 19th of February, which is in 5 days or whatever. All this stuff got announced today. So yeah, I'm excited for it. You know what I'm saying? Not just because like I'm a mod or like whatever, but I've been able to see behind the curtain like what they're doing, and it's super cool. Like they don't like he doesn't let me see everything. He gives me sneak peeks of like the important shit, and so cool stuff that's coming down the pipeline. And so I think I'm still holding. I still have all my original Titans and stuff, and so I'm holding, like doing missions daily. I'm still collecting gems daily. I have a reminder
Nice.
alarm on my phone and shit. And so it's going to be cool. I've seen some like the trade-in trades and other things like that for upgrades on your PFP. And yeah, they look sick. I still rock a PFP of House of Titans as my Twitter profile. And so, that could have changed to Omens because Omens was like huge and they have really great art and they were really popular and this, that, and the other. But like, I think these guys are doing a really good job. I know Nemo does a really great job too with Omen, but I've been able to see a little bit more behind the curtain of what's going on here to say like, okay, I'll invest like here, a little bit. So
I'm glad they're coming back, man, because I know when they first started out, they did have a pretty strong fall, right? Like as soon as they minted, it was like almost instantly they fell pretty quick. And you were like, yeah, I'm holding all. Like I believe, I don't know where the FUD came from. Like I don't know like why. And so it's nice that they're finally on the other end of all of that now. And
right.
You as a holder and somebody who had belief is actually hopefully, in the long term going to get rewarded for that.
Yeah. Which
so that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. I think Apex, like I said, Apex has been working very hard to deliver everything that they said they were going to do. And so far, they've delivered on all this shit. So
I will say, just because I did the math, and I was talking about this the last week that you couldn't make it, but we went over the Dirtbird outposts. So I have all 4 of my Dirtbirds. Let me just bring it up.
Oh yeah, because you minted those on stream. Not minted them, you staked them on stream.
Yes.
Correct.
So let me share this. Is it sharing? No, it's not. All right. Share screen, window, Chrome tab. Cool. So with the Dirtbirds outpost, you can log in. It's going to ask me to authenticate. Cool. So I'm getting with the outpost and all 4 of my derps. I don't have regular derp birds. I have the derp apes, the drapes.
Yeah.
So with all 4 of those and the outpost, I am earning 890 DD every epoch, which we did the conversion on this, and this is about 1 or 2 ADA every epoch at current
Okay.
price.
So that's every 5 days.
And so that's like nothing, right? I spent like 15 to like 1600 ADA
Right.
for all of that, right? So I don't know if it's going to be worth it to buy. It depends on how the rewards will be. It depends too on like the price of everything in the future. If prices continue to skyrocket and they continue to mine as much as they're mining of whatever it is, I think I don't want to say because I know it'll show it in here somewhere, but they're mining like 4 main tokens. Okay, 6. So they got Bitcoin. They made 71. What is this today? And then 58 off a Dash, 232 off a Doge. So like if they can keep these percentages and the price goes up, then you'll start to make a little bit more. I would
Dude, I would
imagine,
go so fucking hard on Doge though.
right? Because they're doing so good. But at some point, the price of Doge may fluctuate, right? And the price of Bitcoin might be more stable. So I think this is
I get it.
probably
you
why
know,
they're doing all that.
But you're gonna have more success with Doge, I would say.
It looks like that right now. It'll be hard to say forever, but yeah, it does look like that.
Yeah.
Same with Litecoin.
Litecoin, I would stop. Like, there's no fucking use case for Litecoin, but it's
Yeah.
mineable. You know what they should do? They should mine Starch. Have you looked at Starch at all?
I've been hearing about Starch, and everybody's been telling me Starch. I don't know much about it though.
Bro, okay, it's not a get rich sort of deal, dude. It's not.
Let me look it up on Twitter.
But the community is so cool, man. So they're trying to be a Cardano sidechain,
Okay.
And Cardano adjacent. And so, like, what that means is, like, if you were a developer and you could do a launch pad or do like a DEX, you could have, 100%. I think we're going to go through some serious pain here pretty soon.
What for? You think the price of Cardano?
Economically.
We'll get back onto Starch. I might have to look at that off stream so I don't just sound like a noob and waste everybody's time. But I'll definitely look into Starch. I don't know much about it, but just like checking out the price of Cardano, we'll probably wrap it up pretty soon because.
Oh yeah, I gotta go pick up my daughter in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll look at this real quick and then we'll kind of head out. I think that absolutely could happen. We could definitely have the price of Cardano come down. Whoops, let me share that. So we're kind of on the way back up. We're not nearly where Bitcoin is, where Bitcoin's kind of near like its yearly high and getting ready to break out further. But if it does, I don't see a reason why Cardano would go down. Yeah. So again, I mean, it's the same thing everybody's going to say is just follow Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin goes a little lower, even stays stagnant, then we could see some downtrend a little bit, maybe to like a 40. But I don't see, because here's my thinking. Let me just restart over. The market's always forward looking. So if you think that Cardano by the end of the year is going to be $1 or well above $1, there's no reason for right now you try to pick the top of like this month or like the next month. People aren't going to do that. Some people will, right? But ultimately, people are just going to buy on every single dip and, even more on the rips because they're going to feel like they need to FOMO in or whatever if they didn't already get in. So I don't think it's going to go much lower. And if it does, man, I'm loading up. Like I've already loaded up my bags for the most part, but every check I get, I'm just hoarding it for like one big dip if we get it. But I don't think we'll get a dip. I don't.
You don't think we're getting a dip?
I don't think we'll get like from where we're at. I said maybe we'll go back to 40, but I don't see like a 35-cent ADA on the table. I don't see it happening.
It's a 57. Oh, I could see a correction to like the 40s.
Yeah, I think 40 would be like bare like the lowest it'll go. And if I'm wrong and it goes lower, then like I'd still be fine with buying at 40.
I told you, like, bro, 26 cent ADA. You have to buy it.
That was when I loaded up. I loaded up literally at 25 cent ADA. I only had $500 at the time, but I'm still happy I threw it all in because it was all I had.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been buying a little bit here and there when it was like 40, but I didn't average down like I normally do. Like when it was $2.50, I didn't average at 2, and then when it was $1.50, I didn't average in at $1.50. Like I waited all the way to like 40 cents to start.
I mean, dude, even at 57 cents, like I bought some today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, 57 cents is great.
It is.
You know,
Actually, one of the last things I wanted to say too is my mom messaged me this morning or whatever and was like, did you see Bitcoin was over 51K or whatever? And she was like really excited. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Like I didn't even see it yet.
Yeah.
Like I was really happy that she was into it because normally it's me. Yeah. And she was like, just let me know when Cardano's $1. And I was like, why? You know? And I was like, you're really thinking about selling like already? And because I convinced her to put in some money at 25 cents too. And she put in, you know, a good amount. And so she's going to be up, you know, pretty soon. I mean, she's already up over double. But she's just kind of like, you know, when am I ever going to sell this thing? And I was like, you're going to sell at $1, Mom? And she was like, yes. And I was like, okay, let's meet in the middle here. Why don't you take your initial investment out at $1, right? And just let the rest ride for a bit because I'm personally not selling until 5, which is maybe crazy. Maybe Cardano is going to be like a failed chain. A lot of people like to say that. I think it's full of shit. Yeah. But everybody likes to say like worst case scenario, Cardano is a failed chain and it doesn't go anywhere, right? But like, look at the price, man. The price is doing what every other coin is doing. We can go quickly look at like Solana, right? It's going to be up.
Solana
it's going to
keep shit crazy, dude.
It's going to be up higher than Cardano. I know.
Look at that fucking pump.
so Solana is actually closer to the Bitcoin at its all-time like yearly high, right? So it is a little bit more, but it's still relatively doing the same thing. It came up, it came down, and now it's blasting off. And then, you know, Matic.
Hey, not financial advice, but
same thing. Like
Crocco's own up their Discord, bro.
Yeah, I had a feeling I should have held. Whatever. Screw Crocco.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Screw Crocco. I mean,
do not buy the Crocco, okay?
You could be right on some random meme coins. You really could. That's why I'm not even knocking it. Like you could make money. Go ahead and buy it if you want. But like, I'm staying the hell away.
Oh shit.
Is it pumping? Bro, it's pumping, isn't it, man?
Oh, no.
Oh man. Oh man.
No. It was at like 2,000 on stream. Is that correct?
It was. Let me see. It was
at like 2,000. Cool data.
Whatever, man. Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna go shoot myself now.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate you, Clean. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. Here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys. Peace.